Tattoo for You, Richard here, and it is time for a Finished Not Perfect update on my Necrons. I am working on the base tones. I got everybody primed everybody was already primed, but I made a boo-boo. This boob made a boo-boo. I sprayed everybody that white, or it's Vallejo's gray, but it's practically white. It's such a light gray, it's white. And then I realized I started off with these fellers, and I had to paint pretty much the entire body black. And I was like, why didn't I just spray it black to begin with to save me some time and effort? So I went back and sprayed everyone black and got it over with and done. Oh, what's that? Oh, I forgot that was in there. My commander's gun for my towel. I wanted to finish it up too. But, yeah, so death marks all black. And their awesomeness. And then we have the immortals all black and magnetized. So when I get a front torso and a extra arm, I can do the other option and magnetize it. So I swap back and forth depending on what I want to use. I know ultimately you find one you like and you stick with it, but I like to have options for reasons. You know, if you're playing like a fluffy campaign, you're like, oh, these guys are prepared for a certain type of assault. They weren't ready for this. So then you got to try to make do with what you got. You may have a completely useless unit, but ultimately you can find something to do with them. You can throw them up as meat shields or living metal shields, as these guys. Or you just run them around the board being a nuisance, getting in people's way. So, ultimately, this will be the tone and what they're going to look like. So, yeah. So I got this, my original figure that I started with. And what I started doing is, here, I'll show you a death mark. I'm dry brushing on all the silver. On just trying to stick mainly on the parts that are going to be silver. But if they go over, I don't care. Because, here, I even show one of these guys. One of my original ones I left white and didn't do it. So I dry brushed him as well. No, I didn't. Him, I was sticking to the parts. But then I gave up and I said, you know what? Dry brushing it ain't no big deal. No big D. In BD. So I dry brushed all the silver on him. And then, actually, this is gunmetal. I used this Folk Arts Gunmetal Gray. It's alright. It does have what I don't like about some companies' metals. What are you doing, cat? Are you making out with the window? Like, seriously, this cat, its hands are on the window and its nose is just like rubbing up against the corner. Like, what's going on? Weirdo. But anyway, some companies' metals, especially craft paints. Craft paint metals are fickle, man. Folk art, I'm not a huge fan of them in general, period. Their other colors, I think they're garbage. They're too chunky and watery at the same time, and they don't mix. Like, they're hard to mix. I don't know. But the metals, on most companies' metals, they're like craft paint metals. And I've even seen that with other, like, miniature painting, wargaming painting metals, hobby paint metals. They look like you take, like this one. This is gunmetal gray. Well, it literally looks like a dark gray with, like, gray glitter in it. Like, really fine gray glitter. And you just don't have that metallic tone that you get on certain things. So that's why I do this as the base to give me that semi-metal shade, which it looks good. I mean, it looks like a dark gunmetal. But then I go back and I highlight it with Vallejo's silver, just their standard silver. The camera's kind of cockeyed, angled in a funny way. Oh, look, there's happy straightness. Oh, we're going to rotate. We must make small movements and gestures not to excite the camera. So yeah, so this is my base tone on the silvers. Next step with these will be I'm going to go through and dry brush all these guys, get them all that metallic tone. Then I'm going to come through and I'm going to do the browns, because I do a brown on their carapace back here, and like the arm carapace and the hands. Everywhere it looks like a plate to me, that's where I do the browns. And then I'll come back after that and I will probably do the silvers, the highlight silvers. And then I'll come and I'll dry brush the... no, I'll save the highlight silvers for last, just in case. But I'll come back and I'll do the dry brush. Over the top of the brown, I do a dark flesh. So I do that on there kind of rough. So you see a little bit of the brown poking through. I do a real rough one first, and I come back again and do a secondary one to kind of fill it out so it gets it that nice cream color. But it still looks kind of dirty. And then I'll do the silver after that, silver highlights on the metal after that. I'll do the white face and then the greens. Actually, I'll do the white face and then I'll wash it all, and then I'll come back and do the greens. And then that should be... oh, and then I have the lemon... it's lemon chiffon craft paint that I use for the highlights. Excuse me, guys. The highlights on the carapace, and it turns out really well. They look really good. Thought about airbrushing the greens to make it faster, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna use... I have a dark green out here. I can't remember if it's Christmas green I'm gonna start with. And I'm just going to layer up from there. It's going to be a time-consuming process because I'm going to try to get it layered up enough to where I can kind of give a glow on it. I have a fluorescent green that I'll do at the very end to kind of give it this weird lightness to it. It should... I hope it works out right. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's what I'm doing. It's gonna be finished. May not be perfect, but it'll be finished. So, yeah. I love this mantra, man. That guy, Jake Parker, thank you so much, man. And go on your Facebook page and give you buku thanks for this. Really kind of pushing me to do this, to kind of finish these projects and get them done. I am about to start this same project on some drawings. I have so many drawings I want to do. Commissar Gamza, you asked me to do a drawing, and I haven't forgot about it. I've honestly I've psyched myself out on it. I felt like I've pushed myself to the point of I can't do this properly and do it justice, that I'm too scared to start it. So I need to just kind of sit down and do it anyway. Same for a couple other people I know. One of them, Wargamer Sean, you didn't ask me to do this, but I wanted to do it for you because you're an awesome cat. I've been drawing like logos for people's YouTubes. I just wanted to draw it for you and throw it your way just so you could check it out. Just kind of because you've been really, really nice to me. Everybody in there. There are so many people that have been super cool with me, and I wish I could just give everybody everything they ever wanted. And I wish I could just give all my friends presents. Because that's what I like to do. I like to make people happy. Yeah. So, anyway. I am going to do something with press molds. I will show you a little thing I cheated on. This doesn't have to do with Necrons, but it might. Necron terrain, maybe. But I have those little beads that you melt in hot water, and then you mold them, and then you put them in cold water, and they harden. Well, I made a little press mold of something, but I'll do a video of that later. And then I finished this with the metallic on the rebar, and then I washed them so they look kind of rusty. So all this thing needs is snow, and then this first little scatter terrain bit that I made is done. So I just need to make several more, and then the big contraption. Excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. I have this itch in the back of my throat, man. And allergies. The weather is about to start changing here in Texas. Getting that 100-degree weather is gone now. Now we're starting to drop around into the high 80s. Soon, I got what? I guess the 22nd is the official first day of autumn, spring, fall, or whatever. So yeah, I guess that's coming up on us soon. Woohoo! Weather change? I already feel my sinuses getting congested a little bit. So. What else? I mean, that's really it on the Necrons. I mean, I feel confident if I can keep up my pace. I only honestly started working on it a little while ago, so I only have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dry brush the gray. 6 out of holy, that's a lot of 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Out of 25. Wait, no. 30. That should be 30. Yeah. Yeah, so there's 25, 20 something in here. 24 in here. Yeah, 24 in here, and then, yeah. So there's 5 Necron Immortals. There's 5 Death Marks. And then there should be about 20 Warriors. So, yeah, well, actually, 19 Warriors because the one guy painted a long time ago. So, oh, my nose itches. Yeah, I have 30 models to get done, and I am confident that if I keep up my pace, I will have them done by next week. And then I'll be on to the next project, whatever that may be. I'll gather up, I'll look at all the things I have laid out, and I'll figure it out. I'm not going to jump back on Tau, since I still have projects for Tau, but I'm going to hold off on them for a little while longer. I might just jump on and get Orcs done. Now, the Orcs are another one that I want to treat like my Tau. My Tau is like my forever army. It's going to forever expand. I kind of want my Orcs to be my second, maybe not forever army. You know, I don't want to put all that focus in it, but definitely my second large army, you know, my grown army. So I'm either going to jump on those and get them chunked out and do like a couple squads, build them and paint them, and then get that truck finished, built, and painted as my next finished, not perfect project. Or I'm going to jump into, or I'm going to do a small project to kind of take a break of getting my Vespid proxy guys, my Scions built and painted, so I have the squad of 5 done on those guys, which could be a good possibility because I'll need them for a later campaign, part of the narrative campaign when we get to the ship part and my Imperial Knights and stuff. So yeah, well, anyway, guys, that's it for this update. It's where I'm at on these Necrons. I'm actually making decent progress. I kind of psyched myself out almost for a second because I painted them white and realized, oh my gosh, this painting them all black again with a brush is going to kill me and slow me down and really like me to getting this project done and sticking to it. So luckily I just said, screw this. I'm spray painting them black and airbrushing them black and being done. And saving my sanity. Anyway, guys, I love you. I thank you so much for stopping in and checking it out. Guys, if you're there, you're struggling too, you have projects you want to finish, you don't have the drive to jump on it and do it, man, just stop, think why you can't do it, why you don't want to finish it. If you're worried you can't complete it because you won't be able to do it to like a standard that you are almost afraid to reach. I don't know if that's coming out right. But anyway, if you're just worried about doing it because you don't feel like you can do it justice, take a step back, gather these projects up, look at them a chunk at a time, and just do it. Just do it and realize no matter how you do on this one project, if it's not up to your liking, like you didn't quite get to the level you wanted, your next project is even going to be a step above that. And then the project after that is even going to be higher. And after that, higher and higher. And you're just going to keep going up. You're going to keep getting better. You're going to keep growing. And you'll look back on that first project and like, wow, that's where it started. That's where everything started. That got me to this. And then from there on, you're just going to keep growing. Any other project you throw is going to be even better than that last project you did. Stay focused. Stay strong. You can do it. Check out Jake Parker again, that guy with the Finish Not Perfect mantra. It's one I'm starting to follow. You can check out my video as well. where I talk about it. Check out Tabletop Minions. He just talked about the same thing. He said, why do you get discouraged? That was the title of his video. Check him out as well, man. Um, I have a buddy. He's doing the same. He's doing this project with me. He's doing the same thing. He's taking that mantra. He's taking it to heart and working on finishing projects. Mythos, the Frost part of Frost and Fists over there. Awesome channel. Go check them out, guys. They're super cool. He's working on a project he's put on the back burner. Didn't want to do. Just didn't want to start it. And he saw it. Saw the video. It struck a chord with him as well, so he jumped on it too. He's jumping on it. He's like, I'm gonna get this project finished. I waited too long. I've just put it off, pushed it back, and now I'm getting on it too, man. If you got these project guys, do it. Just do it. Let me know if you're doing it. Make videos to kind of push yourself to do it too. If you don't do videos, just do it, man. You can do this. I have faith. No matter what you do, it's going to be beautiful and amazing, just like you. I love you guys. I thank you so much. I need to get this going. Y'all have a wonderful nerd life, my friends. Take care.